Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine. Today I have your predictions for 2024, the year 2024. There is a lot here, so I have pre-shuffled. If you have a problem with that, then you don't have to watch, all right? Be respectful in the comments, because if you don't, you will get booted out. I'd like to say this video is not meant for kids. If you're under the age of 18, please click off now. Don't forget to buy my cup. Check it out. The link is in the description down below. I have put an influence on this cup, meaning that I have spoken words over it, so you can get good luck and health, money, and love. You're only manifesting. It's not nothing bad. So what you do is write down your intentions on a piece of paper, what you want to happen in love, health, and money. All right, and this will help you manifest those things. You're gonna fill the cup up with your favorite beverage. You're gonna pray what you wrote down on that paper, always in Jesus' name, because all good things come through him. And then you're going to drink from the cup, put the cup on top of the piece of paper, and leave it there for the next day. And you can continue to do that till your manifestations come true. All right. This is predictions for 2024. There's a lot here, so pay attention. If you want a personal reading, contact me with the email down below. I'm still doing the $10 special, so email me, or if you have my number, text me, all right? So let's get started. Forgive my nails, y'all. I am trying to let them grow out. I know they always look bad in the videos, and that's because they do. I don't have much time to do my nails, but right now I'm letting them grow out, and I'm painting my house, so I don't have time to do my nails, all right? So, and the reason I keep speaking on that is because people always say, oh, your nails look bad, blah, 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 blah. Okay, who cares? All right? If you don't like it, don't watch. So for the first one, we have the Knight of Swords. I asked Spirit, what do you see in this next coming year in every area? Health, love, money, career, wars, for the United States, different situations, the presidency, disease, what's coming. So the first one really does not surprise me. It's the Knight of Swords. This is an urgent message coming in with urgency. Okay, so it means pay attention, because in this new year of 2024, there's a lot going to be happening. You're really going to have to be on your toes, paying attention to the events. This represents pay attention to the events around you. All right, because a lot of things have changed, especially since we had that Alabama brow thing. I know y'all know what I'm talking about, that fight in Alabama. Racism will be at its all-time high this next year, because some races are going to retaliate, and I see them retaliating in small groups, small events, just small things. All right. So racism will be at its all-time high. A lot of people say, well, we should be over that by now. No, racism is never going to disappear. We're always going to have it. As long as there's white people versus other races, we're always going to have it. All right. So, but this next year is going to be different. Be prepared, because there's some people that are going to attack you no matter what. They're going to attack small groups, small businesses, and it's going to be white versus blacks. Okay, that's going to be at its all-time high. Pay attention to your surroundings wherever you're at, because you don't want to get caught up in a situation like that, because you will lose your life. All right, I'm just telling you right now. Pay attention to your surrounding events. Everywhere you go, be on guard, be prepared, and pay attention, because it will be at its all-time high. I do see some of you weeping, crying due to jail time, self-imprisonment. A lot of you will feel like you're not moving ahead. We are right now in Mercury Retrograde, which makes us feel this way. If you don't know what Mercury Retrograde is, it's on the top of my page. Just click on that video and it'll explain to you what's there. All right, what's coming with Mercury Retrograde. Mercury will go direct on September 4th, I believe. But we just started Mercury Retrograde. So don't do anything new during Mercury Retrograde. If you're feeling anxious, kind of off, this is why. Because the planets make you feel that way. All right, Mercury Retrograde forces you to do things that you need to do, but you're not prepared or mentally ready for. I see some of you with a lot of breakups, divorces. Those will also be at their all-time high in 2024 due to planet lineup. Okay, the planets have a lot to do with things like that. If you don't study astrology, maybe you should pick up a book and read about it, because our planets, the way they line up and how they retrograde, influences situations here on Earth. All right. I am seeing a lot of people still struggling due to poverty, loss of money, loss of jobs, things like that. Our prices are sky high and going to continue to go up, especially gas prices. I'm seeing a lot of people doing, what do you call that, when you, workman's comp or whatever, when you get hurt, workman's comp. A lot of people will be on workman's comp due to injuries in 2024. Also, the big C is on its way back. We're going to have a little rush of it because it's turned into like a seasonal thing now. So along with the flu, it attaches itself with the flu, and the big C is here. All right, so be expecting to see a lot more of that. Wear your mask again. I would advise you to wear your mask out in public for now until spring comes, because you will catch it. All right. And it's just as deadly as it was before. Don't think it's not. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's still lingering around. It's just been dormant. Okay, but it's about to wake back up. All right. Dormant means it goes to sleep. It's down for a little while, but then it wakes back up. All right. And it's going to continue to do that. We're not ever going to get rid of the big C. It's always going to be floating around because people don't do what they're supposed to do, including wearing their masks, wash their hands, things like that. United States people seem to have trouble with following rules. All right. So if you want to blame anybody, blame them. Blame yourselves, blame them. But that's what happens when you don't follow rules. There's going to be a lot of big C cases coming up. So protect yourselves. Again, I'm seeing a lot of fighting. This has to do with wars. The wars continue. They become more intense. There will be more countries joining in, fighting with each other. Again, Spirit is saying a lot of racism. Racism will be at its all-time high this year, like never before. And in 2024, people will be fighting each other because of color, black versus white versus Chinese versus whatever. All right, so be on guard, protect yourself, stay away from those type of groups if you can at all costs. Avoid those type of groups. You know, maybe it's better if you be off by yourself. I'm telling you now, there's a fair warning. I'm telling you now, it will be at its all-time high like you've never seen it before. You think it was bad back in slavery day? Well, it's going to be bad now. This is a different kind of bad. This is a kind of bad where people are going to just be attacking each other. As we get closer to the Great Tribulation, this is what is happening. People will rise against each other. It's written in one of the scriptures. Kingdom will rise against kingdom, brother against sister, so on and so forth. All right? So I am seeing a baby boom in 2024. A lot of you are going to become pregnant and have babies due to staying home, having nothing to do. Then people become pregnant and engage in that kind of activity, and babies are being born, and they're doing that even now. So babies being born will be on the rise in 2024, which honestly I don't know if that's such a great idea because of what's to come, you know. So, but just take care of your families, take care of your children, because baby boom is on the way. I'm seeing horrible, terrible, unexpected event coming. This is not good, y'all. This is very, very bad. When the lightning bolt strikes the tower, people fall where? They fall to their demise. Lots of depression in the background. So there's a big, great event coming that's going to shock everybody. I'm seeing Trump being involved in something like this. I do see him going to jail, but I also see him getting out because he's rich. He's got money. He can pay people off. A lot of people will accept that money to turn things around, get him out, or whatever. All right, so be prepared for that. He's never going to admit his wrong. Even though he knows he's wrong, he's never going to admit he's wrong because that's just the way he is. I hate, too bad if y'all don't agree with me, but he's not a very good person, all right? So be expecting to hear a lot more about him going to jail, getting out, and you're going to be shocked, like, oh my God, I can't believe he's out. Okay, so who does he pay off? He's always going to blame the other person for the things that he does wrong. He's never going to blame himself. He's never going to accept responsibility. He acts like he's 12 years old. He acts like a kid, all right? I don't know who put the idea in his head to become a president. I'm not for him, nor I am against him, but I do tell the truth. If you don't like my truth, you don't have to watch this channel, all right? But I do tell the truth. And he does. He acts like a big old baby. I mean, who was his mother? Didn't she teach him anything? Like, I have to wonder that all the time. What does she teach him? He's a horrible man. I'm sorry. It's not because because of who he is. It's just, well, I mean, it is because of who he is, but it's his ways about him. He has no morals, no scruples, no nothing. He wants to win at all costs. He's on a power struggle, and he's on a power struggle with himself. He wants to be in control. He wants to control everything and everybody. And I hate to tell you this, buddy, it doesn't work that way. All right? The more he tries to control things, the deeper in trouble that he gets. All right? All you got to do is give him enough rope, and he'll hang himself. All right? Because that's how his mind works. I am seeing that the universe is saying that at some point, we all have to find patience, balance. This is what the temperance card represents. Balance, or we'll go crazy in the next year because a lot is going to happen. Find balance somehow through prayer. Prayer is the most powerful thing. Never stop praying. Pray ceasingly, continuously, even if it's for the same thing, but never stop praying. All right, never stop praying. In the morning when you pray, and then when you get up, do it again. When you get up, do it again and again and again. Never stop praying. Form a personal relationship with God if you don't have one now. I'm telling you again, I'm going to tell you again, the Great Tribulation is near, very, very near, where a lot of things are going to start changing, that's going to surprise us, that's going to be scary, all right? The only person that can save you is God. And there's nobody on this earth that can save you from anything. So if you're not talk to him, if you don't know him, get to know him. Just talk to him, just like you talk to me, just like you talk to your friend. Talk to him in Jesus' name, dear God, and then you start talking. Ask him to fill you with the Holy Spirit, fill you with his presence, guide you. Ask him to guide you from day to day. Ask him to help you be the woman or man that he intended you to be. Not the one you intended to be, but the one he intended you to be on this earth. Ask him for guidance, all right? I do this every day of my life. I talk to him, ask him for guidance. I ask him to help me see the way of the truth. Learn his truth. What is his truth? The scriptures, all right? They're all there. People have forgotten about the Bible. They've forgotten that the law still stands. His law still stands. Still here. He's still here. But people are just living of the world, doing whatever they want. Okay, well, you're the ones that are going to burn in hell, all right? You got to have a personal relationship with God. You got to live his way, or you're just not going to make it. All right? You're just not going to make it. The world is in the reverse here because we will be, we will be in a time and place like never before. Lots of violence, crime, racism, hate, terrible presidency, terrible leader. No matter who it is, even if it's not Trump, we'll still have a terrible leader. Lots of fights, prices going sky high, things out of control. I am seeing the use of marijuana will be at its all-time high. Selling, buying, and using. There will be many, many products being developed that have marijuana or hints of marijuana in it that are legal to sell and legal to take. So the majority of people will be high all the time, which is not good. We have people high driving around in cars, high at work, high operating on you, just high. Okay. What a way to live. Who wants to live that way? And even children in school will come to school like that. I'm seeing a lot of children come to school like that. All right, because there'll be products being sold that's in candy, gummy bears, cookies, which already are, but now these are going to become legal where you'll just be able to buy them at a store or, online or whatever, and people are just going to be eating them like candy. All right, including children. Watch your children. You know, you don't want them walking around high all the time. You can't make rational decisions that way. You can't drive properly that way. If you're a doctor, you can't operate properly. If you work in a store, you can't work properly if you're under the influence. There's going to be a lot of it, y'all, a whole lot of it, more than you've ever seen before. There's going to be a boom of it. I already see a commercial where this woman says, "Now you can be high naturally," and she's eating some kind of gummy bear or something. Okay, that's the beginning of it. You're going to see a whole lot of products like that. They're not safe. They're not good for your body. They're most definitely not good for your mind, and they're not good to take. You can have serious complications with them. You know, affect your organs, your eyesight, your lungs, and things like that. So be vigilant. Pay attention. That's why the Knight of Swords is here. Pay attention to coming events. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to what's happening. Because 2024 marks the year of the change that's coming right before the tribulation. Pay attention. We're going to be at the most worst position that our earth has ever been on, with all these things going on. It's just everything going on at the same time. Prices would be sky high. Poverty would be at its highest. Babies would be being born all over the place. Big, huge, unexpected events. Wars. A lot of wars with many countries involved. A lot of people being sick. A lot of people... I'm also seeing a lot of people claiming to be sick because they can't afford to drive to work because of gas. So they stay home and create this illness, and then they get on workman's comp. Just things like that. Things like that. Not because they want to do that. It's because they're forced into that because they can't afford the gas. They can't afford to, you know, drive back and forth, or their car breaks down, or, you know, something like that. So pay attention. Pay attention, because all these things are coming. Our year in 2024 is going to change our world, our life, like you've never seen it before. Things are going to change drastically. Again, we are in Mercury Retrograde right now. Do not fly if you don't have to. If you have to, pray about it. Ask God to be with you, because planes crash during Mercury Retrograde. A lot of vehicles crash. A lot of mechanical breakdowns. All right, anything that's electronic breaks down. Don't get a new phone because your phone is just spinning and spinning. Or, excuse me, I don't know what's wrong with me. Suddenly come over with sleep. Don't get a new computer because it's spinning and spinning. All that will pass when Mercury Retrograde goes direct on September 4th. And then we have 2 weeks of shadow phase then, which means it's still lingering, but it's passing. All right. Then, if your phones are still not working after Mercury Retrograde, then go get a new one. But I would wait if I was you. Keep an eye on your small items like keys, sunglasses, cell phones, because Mercury Retrograde makes you forgetful, and you tend to lay them down and then not pick them back up, and you leave them behind. All right, so pay attention to that. Small items, your wallet, you know, things like that. You don't want to lose those things right now. All right. People are desperate. They don't return things. They're not honest. If you lose your cell phone, no one's going to return it. I know I've lost mine many times and no one returned it. You same with your wallet and things like that. Don't leave things. Don't be too trusting in this next year. Like, what I mean by that, like, let's say you have a group of people riding in your car and your purse is right there in the back seat. Don't do that. Even though if you trust these people, someone's going to reach in and get your wallet. Okay, because of the situation that we're in, everyone's stressed over money. It makes people do things like that. They're desperate to get just a few dollars or whatever. So don't be too trusting. The same in your house. You have people in your house, lock your valuables away. Okay, because the people that you can trust or trust the most are the ones that are going to be stealing from you. All right, I see that happening a lot this year in 2024, only because people are desperate. They try to get their hands on whatever they can. People have become more thievery. A lot of thievery, a lot of thieves coming up. All right. So this is your predictions for 2024. This is all I have for now. I'll probably do a part 2 because there is a lot more coming that I see. But it's going to have to be in part 2. Don't forget, if you want a personal reading, contact me with the email down below. Y'all, don't forget to look at my brother's page. Please subscribe to his art page. The link is down below. If you want to watch me dancing in the Tbony music video, I'm on this side. There's two dancers, one in the middle, one over here in the background. We're called shadow dancers. I'm right here on the smaller one. I'm the smaller one. I'm right here on this side, and you will see me. The link will be in the description box down below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to buy my cup, and I'll see you next time. Bye.